Hi, we're representatives from the UNODC, and we're here to talk to you about human trafficking and how you can stop it. The UNODC defines human trafficking as a crime against humanity. It involves recruiting, transporting, transferring, harboring, or receiving persons through a use of force, coercion, or other means for the purpose of exploiting them. Human trafficking also involves the abuse of power, position, vulnerability, or giving or receiving money in order to obtain consent and power over another person.
Human trafficking can be categorized into 5 different steps. The first one being recruitment. Abusers target children from communities that lack social power, so those who are vulnerable, in some cases with parental consent. The second way being extraction, where the abusers remove the victims from their home and take them to a destination where they are unlikely to get support from law enforcement. The third step is control. They take over every aspect of their life, so escape becomes unthinkable. Next, they use violence to maintain control. The fifth and final step is exploitation, where abusers seek financial gain over another human being.
Stopping human trafficking begins with the 3 P's: preventing, protecting, and prosecution. Preventing. Those who want a better life for themselves and their family become vulnerable. To overcome their problems, the vulnerable seek help with illegal smugglers and find trust with those willing to help, but end up a victim of human trafficking. Research shows that victims of trafficking are often duped by a recruiter who's a relative, a supposed friend, or seems like someone they can trust.
Protecting. Without international cooperation, it is more difficult for governments and international organizations like the UN to fight trafficking effectively. The personal safety of the victim should be first priority. Governments could increase police protocol to be more focused on ensuring victims are out of harm's way. Often, victims will not testify against their abuser in fear of being hurt again. These issues are part of UNODC's human trafficking training for police, prosecutors, and judges.
Where you want to ensure that there are proper laws worldwide to put current abusers and traffickers behind bars. Making punishment more severe would also stop emerging abusers from starting a business. We know it seems like a big problem, but even the small things make a difference. Students are in a unique position to lead local communities through an innovative action and research. As a student, you have the passion and commitment to make real change in the movement to end slavery. Whether through performing vital research that solves the most pressing issues facing the anti-trafficking movement, or inspiring local communities to join the movement and fuel the abolitionist work today, you play a crucial role.
So we've come up with 5 things you can do to stop the 5 steps in human trafficking. The first step is to sign a petition protesting against human trafficking. The second thing you can do is donate your old phone to Phones for Freedom. So you can go to their site to figure out how to do that. And you can also donate your money to organizations like Freeland.
You can also watch. There's a 30-minute documentary called The Candy Shop, which takes a different approach about human trafficking, and it demonstrates how boys get lured into the business of trafficking girls and women. You can also watch out for anything in your own community. And if you see some suspicious actions going on, go ahead and give Crime Stoppers a call. Their number is 1-800-222-8477. One call can really change a life in your own community.
You can also go on the internet and read about it. So you can go look up different sites and organizations to find out more about what you can do and what human trafficking is. And you can also keep updated on what's going on. And then you can write a letter to your representative telling them that they should address the issue in Canada of human trafficking. Silence is what lets this crime continue, so speak out. Even telling your friends about it, or blogging about it, or going on Facebook and Twitter can raise awareness.
Stopping human trafficking incorporates the Catholic social teaching of the life and dignity of a human person. We believe that we are all created in the image and likeness of God. Because of this fact, every single human life is sacred. The next Catholic social teaching is solidarity. Ultimately, we are all brothers and sisters. We are all connected. Solidarity reminds us of this connection that we have to our whole human family. This connection is greater than anything that divides us, including race, religion, and even geography. Human trafficking happens all over the world, So we must try to reach out to everyone globally.
The Church and human trafficking. The Catholic Church has assumed a pastoral responsibility to promote the human dignity of persons exploited through trafficking and slavery, and to advocate for their liberation and economic, educational, and formative support.
Letters of Pope John Paul II to women states, "The time has come to condemn vigorously the types of sexual violences which frequently have women for their object, and to pass laws which effectively defend them from such violence, and commercial culture which encourages the systemic exploitation of sexuality and corrupts even very young girls into letting their bodies be used for profit."
In Genesis 37-50, there is a story told about Joseph, who is sold as a slave by his family to be trafficked. When he refuses to be sexually exploited by his slave owner, God intervenes on Joseph's behalf to save him.
In Proverbs chapter 31, verses 8 to 9, the Bible states, "Speak up for those who cannot speak for themselves, for the rights of all who are destitute. Speak up and judge fairly. Defend the rights of the poor and needy."
The Church believes we are all God's people and should be treated with respect. Human trafficking is wrong, and we need to stop it.